Hello, this is TinBoy 752 and time for another LLAS card breakdown. This time we will be looking at the UR set marriage proposition from the story event, A Heartfelt Wedding. The scouting banner will be available until June 29 after due. Basic info, my thoughts on the cards, and then the verdict. The scouting answer that we will see first is Marriage Proposition Chika. As an active guard card, her base stats will start off at 5,526 appeal, 8,395 stamina, and 5,153 technique with 15.45% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 9,907 appeal, 15,034 stamina, and 9,224 technique with 27.67% critical rate. Chika's skill is healing, restoring stamina by 20 to 32% of her stamina at 33% chance. Her passive abilities appeal is Stamina Plus, affecting Aqua cards by increasing base stamina by 4 to 5.2%, and her show ability is Healing, also healing, restoring stamina by 30% of her stamina on a strategy switch, only up to 2 times per live show. Alright, so I'm gonna be going off script as I will be looking at allstars.kirara for comparison. Now, Marriage Proposition Chika is actually the 3rd highest stamina card ever overall, right before Royal Knight Cannon and, Relax and Refresh Alley. Now, Chika's skill is the usual healer, but her passive is restricted to Aqua cards at the moment. So, if you have a dedicated Aqua team, this would do well on it, given that Chika has already have great scorers on her side, like Secret Galaxy Comet, and there's also Rain Blossom Ruby, which I know I did reference that not too long ago in another card breakdown video. Now, the caveat that Chika will have if she were to be part of the scouting is that she has a decisive healing on strategy switch. Now, this is kind of like a situation where Chika is trying to copy Relax and Refresh Ellie. Now, from showability standpoint, I think Ellie has the better decisive strategy switch healing over Chika. Now, that's because Relax and Refresh Ellie is a festival card, while Chika is a scouting card. Nonetheless, if you're planning to get her on the scouting banner, I think this Chika is pretty ideal. Although you will have to you will have to rely on Aqua cards if you want to fully utilize her passive, but her skill should be enough if you want to take on active songs. I'm pretty sure they recently announced Neo Sky Neo Map active attribute challenge song next week. So if you're going to scout her and invest her on limit increases, good luck, because this Chika card is actually the highest stamina card overall, but do be careful on her show ability because this is going to be a decisive move. This is what she looks like in costume preview. Chika's variation of the Marriage Proposition costume. No shoulder sleeves, or I guess she's going shoulderless on this one. But I do like the veil. Although it's a bit translucent or opaque, the decorations kind of make up from the less detailed bride outfit. But I do love this Chika card though. Pretty amazing decorations, symmetrical design. Although she does have one thing on her right side, but other than that, very beautiful. Wanna be Chika's wife? The second scouting UR that you can get is Marriage Proposition Maki. As a pure skill card, her base stats will start off at 7,053 appeal, 4,768 stamina, and 7,252 technique with 36.75% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 12,640 appeal, 8,540 stamina, and 12,983 technique with 53.94% critical rate. Her skill is SP Fill, filling SP gauge by 10 to 12% at 11% chance. Wow, go figure. Her passive is Appeal Plus, affecting pure cards by increasing base appeal by 4 to 5.2%. Her active ability is Skill Activation Rate Up Buffer, buffing skill activation rate by 16% during appeal chances. This only affects herself, by the way. Okay, if I were to reference 2 cards that have the same 11% skill rate but SP fill, you could either go back to check out on Summer on Festival 2 Chika, and Christmas Lanju. This Maki card is actually a copycat of Lanju, except her passive focuses on pure cards. I think Lanju might do the same, but I think she does that on same attribute, but as far as I can recall. This Maki is, however, useful, certainly on Mitaiken Horizon Expert. Do note that Mitaiken Horizon is very reliant on pure and skill cards, so with this Maki card, with so many appeal chances there, this Maki card is useful since her SP fill rate, her SP skill rate will increase to about 16%, so you might get an advantage if you were to scout for her, but other than that, for other songs that need it, that as long as it has many or long appeal chances, this Maki card is kind of like a high risk, high rewards kind of SP meta, but I wouldn't be relying on her 11% skill rate until then. This is what she looks like in costume preview. Now Maki is still using Chika. Maki is using Chika's variant, except her, I guess, her detachable gloves are a bit translucent than Chika's. And also some of her jewelry is shifted to around green and blue in favoring of darker blue and red jewelry because that's her image color. Her veil is extended to, I guess, further backwards. So I guess her veil is pretty okay. Decorations wise, beautiful. She does have more jewelry. I think more flower over Chika, but that's a very good variation. But I wish there were more differences that she can distinguish from Chika's variant of that costume. The scouting answer that you can get is a song for you. You Rin. As cool as SP card, her base stats will start off at 442 appeal, 2,944 stamina, and 4,914 technique with 29.74% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 7,527 appeal, 5,018 stamina, and 8,364 technique with 40.09% critical rate. Rin's skill and active ability is SP gauge gain buffer as skill. She increases the SP gauge fill rate by 1 to 2.2% for 10 notes affecting cool cards. Her as active ability, she increases the SP gauge fill rate by 12% for 20 notes on the first SP burst only affecting cool cards. Her passive ability is technique plus affecting cool cards by increasing base technique by 2 to 3.2%. Gotta tell you this, TLDR. Just use cool SP fillers then. This Ring card is basically a collection card, but given that she could be useful on Starlight Expert, but I'm not gonna bet that this is gonna work on my end. But unless if you have a fully powered up full SP filler team, this Ring card will do useful as a support card if you want to sideline alongside with SP voltage gate buffers. That's fine by me. Alright, Rebirth fans, want an event you are? Here's Marriage Proposition Mia. As Smile Guard card, her base stats will start off at 4,220 appeal, 7,302 stamina, and 4,703 technique with 14.10% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will be 7,557 appeal, 13,080 stamina, and 8,429 technique with 25.28% critical rate. Skill is shielding, gaining shield by increase by 70 to 29% of her stamina at 33% chance. Her passive ability is Stamina Plus, affecting Smile cards by increasing base stamina by 4 to 5.2%, and her show ability is Healing, restoring stamina by 7.5% of her stamina on appeal chance start. Mia, for better or worse, she has the same stamina stat number as Miracle Specialist Ayumu, but there are some shuffles between her skill set and Ayumu's skill set. Now, mostly Mia copied Setsuna's skill, the worst event you are yet, but not the worst. But anyway, her passive affecting Smile cards, so it is recommended that you have to build a Smile dedicated team. Now her show ability is where I'm gonna give a pass, because whenever an appeal chance starts, she will heal by 7.5% of her stamina. this is very useful, especially if those who want to invest on her radiances. Although I think by second limited races, she will do fine as well. This Mia card is actually a useful card for once. Now, wouldn't say that she's the best at like healing high on strong damage notes, but she is at least a useful UR for the rebirth fans out here. I think this Mia is one of the best event URs that you can get so far. Can we get Banju having an event UR next? That'd be interesting. This is what she looks like in costume preview. Now, unlike Maki and Chika, which they copy each other, Mia has now a different variant amongst the two. Her veil is around halfway to her head, so around this part. But her design is very beautiful. Shorter, detachable sleeves. I would say sleeves anyway, but it's detachable gloves, almost reaching to the middle of her arm. Her dress though, this is lighter over Maki and Chika. The jewels she selected this time is around blue and purple. Now, beautiful, lighter colors, and there's also a lighter hue in this one. I do say this Mia card is very beautiful. You can get her for free, so don't mind if I do. The event SR that you can get is Colorful Dreams, Colorful Smiles, Ayumu. Now, before we go to the stat breakup, look at her illustration! She's an angel! Man, either me or Yu-chan can just take her hand and get married. I'm just kidding. But come on! Her costume is beautiful. As pure skill card, her base stats will start off at 3669 appeal, 2407 stamina, and 4402 technique with 28.20% critical rate. Why did I even use different numbers instead of the usual format? Her 5th limit stats will end up at 6246 appeal, 4104 stamina, and 7497 technique with 37.49% critical rate. Ayumu's skill is Critical Rate Buffer, increasing critical rate by 10 to 12% for 3 notes affecting Nijigasaki cards. Her passive ability is Technique Plus, affecting Nijigasaki cards by increasing base technique by 2 to 3.2%. Her active ability is Critical Power Buffer, increasing voltage gain from critical hits by 1%, affecting Nijigasaki cards on live show start. TLDR, Ayumu is such a critical supporter for all Nijigasaki cards. It doesn't matter if she will be that you can get her limit increases while tiering at the event, or collect her at the end of the event. I gotta say that this Ayumu card, the illustration one before idolizing her Colorful Dreams, Colorful Smiles costume, oh my gosh, this would have been a happy ending if we were to like at the end of Nijigasaki anime, man. Yeah, I'm a literal sim, but TLDR, a critical supporter for Nijigasaki cards. Use a dedicated team for this if you want to utilize your skill set. The second event SR that you can get is Mirai Boku Yo. Yousoro, my friend! I got 3 festival cards of you in my other account. As active guard card, her base stats will start off at 3,352 appeal, 4,757 stamina, and 2,619 technique with 7.85% critical rate. Her fifth limit stats will end up at 5,712 appeal, 7,674 stamina, and 4,461 technique with 13.38% critical rate. Yo's skill and active ability is healing, restoring stamina. As heal, she restores stamina by 20 to 32% of her stamina. Her as active ability, she restores stamina by 6.6% of her stamina, only up to 8 SP bursts, so what a caveat there. Her passive is Stamina Plus, affecting active cards by increasing base stamina by 2 to 3.2%. I gotta say, this Yo card is useful. Now, granted, she will have less effectiveness by stats wise. At least she gets a decent active healer card. Now, I gotta say, this Yo card is pretty useful. Her pre-idolized illustration though is the cutest though. Now, I do have to account that I already have 3 festival Yo cards, but off script anyway. So TLDR, very useful card. Although she has a stock healing whenever you're going to use her SP burst, so do keep in mind that. And also she's useful if you have an active dedicated team, just to buff up the overall stamina stat. Okay, another June Bride event, and this story event has been, well, quite a ride to say the least. Costumes wise, beautiful. Stats wise, it's up to your decision. So, I guess Chika, well, we'll check at Chika first. Chika is overall a better healing experience than Yo, but she copies her skill set from Festival 3 Ellie, so 2 decisive stamina switch healing. Now for Maki, 11% skill rate, SP filler, but she is skill type, so kinda like you have a skill set from Christmas Lanju, but she's useful for Mitaiken or Ryzen. Now for Mia, I guess a decent enough Smile Guard shielder. She does have easy start healing, which is okay. This is very good for Smile Expert songs, even in Yube and Oipo Expert. For the SRs, I don't know what to say. Rid, disappointing scouting SR costume collection card. I'm sorry. For Yo, weaker than Marriage Proposition Chika, well, her best friend, but at least she is a useful healing card. And lastly for Ayumu, Nijigasaki supporter card, but dang, she is beautiful inside and out, even in her unanalyzed illustration. That's all for this video. Thank you for coming. Leave a like, comment, share the video, and subscribe to my channel, ring the bell. I'm streaming 3 to 4 times a week on YouTube at 21PHD. My socials are in the video description below, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. See you soon.